Coming up in today's video, guys, we've got two very first time patients who have never had wax removal before, and both very nervous patients as well. We also have a perforation. So my name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. Now this lovely lady that you see in here, now this was actually her second visit to us. This was a follow-up appointment. Now the first visit the patient came in, bless her, she'd been using cotton buds and was absolutely desperate to try and get this out. But by doing so, basically turned the wax into what felt like concrete. And well, you can see just how occluded and how full this ear canal is. I could not touch the wax on the first appointment. So what I've got the patient to do is use a little bit of sodium bicarbonate just to try and break up that harder wax. And already we like from the first time I popped the suction tube in, I could start to hear and feel some differences. Now, patient was desperate coming in for this appointment. She was like, I need to get it done. I'm going on holidays on the weekend. So I was like, right, we are going to do it. Don't worry, we're going to do it. So I've got the standard size Zollner tube here, which is the larger of the suction tube that we use. There's only two sizes. Now, this patient's got quite a narrow sort of bendy ear canal at the entrance here. So you're not going to see it yet, but very shortly what you're going to see is the ear canal looking a lot wider. And the reason for that is I actually got the patient to reach around the back and pull the ear, or pull the pinner, which is this part, pull the pinner back towards the back of her head. What that enables us to do is it kind of opens and straightens out the ear canal. So it gives us a lot more space to take this out. Flip the tool around here now to try the hook. There's a little gap I could see appearing here now, just at the top left. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pop the hook into this wax. What I'm hoping is going to happen as I start to pull forwards, I was kind of hoping that whole plug was going to stay as one piece and start squeezing out of the ear canal. It's not going to happen. No, just breaking little tiny bits away at this point. So I've switched back now to the right curette. Now you will see a little gap appear in a second, just above to the top left of where that curette is there. You can, if you're eagle-eyed at the moment, you can just about spot the eardrum. Excuse me, sorry. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get that curette at the top of the plug, and I'm hoping what you sometimes see us do is we'll scoop that wax around from the side, and the whole plug usually like sort of rolls out from the bottom, but it's not really doing it, and it's really annoying because it's all trapped behind that little bend now. Okay, so this is the point here. Now you can see how much wider this ear canal looks. So at this point, this is where I've got the patient to hold the ear open, and you can see the difference it makes. I can see a lot more of that wax. Now I'm going to just give this a little bit of a wiggle here now, and that's going to just shimmy this forwards out of the ear canal. See all that skin as well attached to the bottom of that. Yeah, there we go. So it usually turns skin into that white sort of softer consistency. The sodium bicarbonate will do that. Now we've got this harder core of the wax now that we're just going to try and shimmy out. There we are, little tiny wiggles now. I'm trying to hold the suction grip. Every little wiggle is moving this forward slightly. Here we go. Super turbo wiggle going on by here now. Oh, just losing that little grip. There's the turbo wiggle. There it is. There we go. Quite a big plug. Patient was quite surprised at what came out. Now eardrum's looking lovely there. There is a couple of little tiny spots there, but I think that's just where patient's been using those sodium bicarb drops. Those will clear naturally, so we're not overly concerned about trying to clear those. as I said, both of these patients you're looking at on this video here, it was their first time for wax removal. So this patient in particular was a little bit more nervous and actually travelled, I think it was over an hour to come down to the clinic just for an appointment. They found us online, or this lady's husband found us online watching the videos. Hello if you're watching. Now we've got this really big kind of sticky ball of wax here. Now this patient is a hearing aid wearer, and I believe the hearing aid has only been worn for a short period of time, and the patient's never had problems with wax before. So I think a mixture of those, you know, the hearing aid, that wax trying to migrate naturally. I just think the hearing aid has just been pushing and pushing against this wax and has just built it up. Now, this patient can't have anything other than manual tools or microsuction, and you will see why in a second. I know I mentioned at the start of the video, this patient does have a perforation. So I'm being extra cautious again at how, you know, sort of nervous the patient was to start with. She was a trooper, to be fair, sat through the whole thing. I do end up switching tools in a second because this is, it's moving, but it's such a wide ball of wax. It's just got itself trapped. So I'm going to just bring this down. I'm hoping this is going to roll forwards. Yeah, it's starting to come. You can see the back end of this is actually softer than the front end. Here we go, starting to come out. There we go. Nice big ball of wax there. Okay, so if you look at the top of the eardrum, you can see that we've got an active perforation there right at the very top. The thick white patch you can see directly below that perforation, that's what we call tympanosclerosis. So that's just essentially scar tissue. The history of this patient was infection. So that's the reason why this patient has got these perforations and this scarring. Recurring infection when the patient was a lot younger, which has unfortunately caused this perforation, which hasn't healed. Now, I'm not going to do a great deal more than what I've done here at the moment. Now that we cleared that kind of ball of wax, I could, you know, there was a little bit more movement there, so I was just a little bit cautious of that. Now, I've advised the patient come back in a few months' time, just so we can check on it again, just to, you know, make sure everything's still looking okay. And what we got here is just over 0.5 centimetre, so quite a small piece of wax there. Well, thank you as always, guys, for watching the videos. If you do enjoy watching these videos, I know I've completely forgotten to say this again at the beginning, but just give the video a like, whatever platform you're watching this on. It does really massively help us out. And we shall see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.